as we're actually waiting for a few things to download, folks, we're actually going to watch something now, which, to be honest with you, it could be good and it could be bad for Fortnite. So, we're going to have a little look-see at this from Top 5 Games, and they're saying that Fortnite is risking everything. Are they? Let's check it out.
Fortnite's risking everything on the craziest season yet, and it's insane.
Minecraft, okay.
They're betting big on collabs that'll reshape Fortnite forever, with everything that's happened all building up to the future of the game. And the Simpsons season is the best example, because players were terrified of collab seasons, especially after the Star Wars
Star Wars was a disaster. It was absolutely terrible. And I don't know why they did it. I really don't. Again, I think it's because they've had Star Wars before, and they thought it was going to be absolutely amazing for them. But sadly, it didn't actually turn that way for them, did it? So, we'll just have to wait and see what this one's like. But Simpsons is great. South Park has been fun. But if they're going to do a Minecraft one, I'm not too sure that's going to go. I really don't.
disaster. With it causing the lowest player count in years, we were all worried about a Simpsons mini-season, but it created countless opportunities. Instead of just placing 4 POIs in the corner of the map, Epic truly went all out, giving us a custom Springfield island that was fully cel-shaded. It genuinely felt like you had been transported to the show, which is really all you want from a mega collab. There were so many characters, hundreds of Easter eggs, and callbacks to the show that both casual and hardcore fans could enjoy.
To be honest,
this season is still considered one of the best collabs in Fortnite history, and it brought back all the joy that the original Marvel season had in 2020. It's the idea that a collab doesn't have to just be a quick ad, but could truly change the game. And this collab did change Fortnite, opening doors to thousands of more collaborations that no one would expect. Now, it's not like Fortnite has to design an entirely new map just to make a crossover good. Take a look at South Park. This was something that nobody thought would be possible. We heard it was coming, and there was just so many problems in our heads. Like, how would they turn the kids into outfits? Would they censor all of the jokes? Would 2D characters look terrible in 3D? Well, when the collab dropped, it was way better than we expected. All the major characters were here as mechs, and even Towley got to be a sidekick, but that wasn't all. They turned Wonky Land into Cartman Land in the most genius POI swap we've ever seen. The entire place was full to the brim with Easter eggs and references to the show, which was surprising because South Park was one of the most R-rated franchises Fortnite has ever collabed with. And so despite all of that, they didn't dumb down any of the jokes. It's a good thing Epic's opening themselves up to more R-rated collabs. And this all started because one event changed everything. Fortnitemares has always been a pretty fun tradition, but it never truly felt like Halloween. Well, that's until Epic decided they would stop doing goofy Halloween costumes and actually work with the world's most famous.
This is it. They brought in so many great collabs just for Fortnitemares. Say Jason, the Grabber, Ghostface is everywhere though, we know about Ghostface. But everything that they were able to do, it was huge, it really was.
Horror characters. Back in the day, we had to put up with trash skins like Brainiac or Jack Gordon. It wasn't until Fortnite started dipping their toes in with Ash Williams from The Evil Dead, Frankenstein's monster, and The Mummy that they realized people desperately wanted scary.
See, these skins look great as well. They look fantastic.
Characters. So they doubled down, adding Michael Myers and Jack Skellington the next year, Leatherface and Billy the Puppet after that, before handing us the greatest Fortnitemares lineup to date.
I'll move myself down by here and make myself a little bit smaller for you, because I realized we're not actually seeing some of the skins. My bad.
We got Jason Voorhees, Art the Clown, The Grabber, Scooby-Doo, and Ghostface. Fortnitemares had officially overtaken Winterfest as the greatest holiday event, and this must have given them the confidence to take it even further. Because if you're a true OG, you'll know that one of the first hidden collabs in the game's history was Minecraft. Back in 2017, there was a banner in Save the World, which seems like a regular watermelon on the surface, except fans quickly realized it was taken straight from Minecraft. But what you probably didn't know was that it wasn't an official Minecraft collab. Instead, it was with a German Minecraft YouTuber named ChaosFlow44. 9 years later, it remains the only hint to Minecraft in the whole whole game, but
Wow.
that could change. Leakers have reported that this collab is in early development, and as you've seen from this video, when the crossover is a big deal, Epic will go all out.
Oh,
A
100%.
Minecraft mini-season could bring a full map inspired by the game. From Fortnite replacing normal builds with Minecraft-looking blocks, or us becoming Godzilla in 2025, now that could be the Ender Dragon.
That would be so much fun. We are the Ender Dragon. We will take everyone out.
This should bring an event with mythics, skins,
Yeah.
pickaxes, and a mini pass, but knowing how long Microsoft and Epic have wanted to team up on this, it's gonna be a collab for the ages.
It'll cost a ton of
but
money.
not every crossover needs to go big for it to reshape Fortnite. Just think about Deadpool. With a single outfit, he changed so much about the way Battle Royale works.
Yeah.
Of course, the most obvious one is how he was the first collab to become the secret skin, and instantly Epic decided this would be the new norm. From that point on, collabs took that slot for years until secret skins no longer existed. Not only that, but Deadpool arrived on the island with a bang, taking over the yacht POI to become an actual boss you could fight. He wasn't just there for show either, it was a worthy fight that gave you a special dualies, and this was the beginning of how Fortnite collabs work to this day and the future. They probably expected to see the Marvel season in this video. It says a lot when you think about crossovers that reshape Fortnite, and the first one on
When you see all these crossovers and what they've done, again, it does take a lot of money. It does. To go over, oh, we'll collab, can we pay you for the license, blah, blah, blah. But seeing this and just seeing how much they've had, South Park, The Simpsons, Deadpool, Marvel, Batman, they've had nearly everything. At this moment in time now, the best way to look at Fortnite is they are the Funko Pop of video games. They have every single license under the sun. Art the Clown, for example. Insane.
everyone's mind is this season. It was completely unexpected back in Chapter 2, and when they announced it, everyone wondered, would this even work? After all, what if you weren't a Marvel fan? Do you just not play for 3 months? That was a major concern, and yet this season ended up being so fun and original that everyone loved it. It truly committed to the superhero theme, leveling up Fortnite itself for the first time with a battle pass full of transforming skins. Whether you wanted to morph into She-Hulk, activate Tony Stark's suit, or steal people's outfits with Mystique, they actually made it feel like your cosmetics had superpowers. For some reason though, Epic never did this again, but it was so fun that fans have been desperate for more unique skins ever since. As for the season itself, the entire loot pool was designed around mythics and fighting each other with iconic Marvel powers. It made every single match unpredictable, and instead of just you getting lucky, you had to work to get the powers you wanted through boss battles or land at the randomly selected Quinjet drops. And it was this that inspired things like Darth Vader's shuttle flying down. It truly paved the way for collabs, and the one we'll be seeing again very soon. That's concerts. Marshmello was so influential that you could argue it extended Fortnite's lifespan by years. It went from a simple battle royale game to an actual pop culture icon, all because of a single concert. None of us knew what to expect when they said Marshmello was taking the stage. It had never been done before. Other games had attempted their own concerts in the past, but they were never popular and usually at a really low budget. Fortnite was the first video game in history to pull this off on a large scale, and it was genuinely revolutionary. If you were there, think about how it felt seeing your characters jump around with low gravity. Effects that were so simple looking back, but at the moment it felt really exciting. If the Marshmello concert happened in 2026, it will be called the most underwhelming thing in the world. And that's because since then we've had mind-blowing events like Travis Scott, Ariana Grande, and Juice WRLD. Those events were forced to one-up each other, all in evolution, and that's what's gonna happen with Minecraft. Steve taking the stage for an insane chicken jockey concert will be the ultimate meme in Fortnite, and this shows you that if they want to do it, they can. And so what Marshmello did for artists is exactly what this collab did for anime. We all knew it was a long time coming, but the real question on our minds was, who would Fortnite choose as the first show? Of course, they went with Naruto, an absolute classic, and it paid off. Naruto fans from across the world installed Fortnite for the first time just to enjoy all of the skins.
Which is crazy.
We had multiple waves, a paper bomb kunai weapon, and even a featured hub with the Hidden Leaf Village. While the collab itself wasn't anything revolutionary, it still broke Fortnite's all-time tweet record, getting 219,000 likes. That makes it one of the most hyped crossovers in the game's history, until it was overtaken by Dragon Ball's 290,000 likes. But that only happened because Naruto was so successful that Epic immediately started working on as many anime collabs as possible. They would go on to drop JJK, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, the list goes on. Right now,
Who's
they're
Dragon
working
Ball?
on way more, whether it's Chainsaw Man, Solo Leveling, or Demon Slayer. They can't get enough of it. But in order for these collabs to truly work, they needed cel-shaded ones. And that all happened because of two crossovers. The first of which was Borderlands, the first toon-shaded collab in Fortnite, which even had its own POI that changed the island's graphics.
If it wasn't for actually one of the most triad skins currently going on.
This experiment in Chapter 1, we probably wouldn't have gotten Simpsons or maybe even Minecraft in the future. Borderlands also marked the first time ever that you could buy a game on the Epic Store and get a bonus item for free.
Amazing.
Fortnite's done this for a ton of collabs ever since, but now it's announced that they're gonna do it for over 100 gaming legends this year. The second one that paved the way for cel-shaded outfits was Rick and Morty. This came out years after Borderlands, but it finally showed us how cartoon characters would actually work in game.
Yeah, and it worked
Rick
perfectly.
was pretty well received, and yet everyone wondered, where is Morty? At that point, we just assumed it would be impossible to turn into an outfit because he's so short. But that's until Fortnite came up with a genius solution, which is Mecha Morty. They realized that even though it wasn't as cool as just having the normal character, fans were happy getting mechs over nothing at all.
Exactly.
And because of this, we were able to get Bart and Lisa in 2025, the South Park crew in 2026, and a ton of unreleased collabs I'll talk about later in the video. Because Rick and Morty was the start of adult cartoon collabs, and after Epic noticed they could get away with it and, make a ton of money, it paved the way for the most popular shows in the world to come to Fortnite, like Family Guy. Before Family Guy, adult cartoons were one in a dozen, but once it started making money, Epic went full speed ahead. They then dropped Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead, you name it, and they still haven't taken their foot off the gas. So now we know all about the first cartoon show crossover, but what was the first TV show? Well, back in Chapter 1, Epic blew everyone away with a secret teaser on the map. Inside Mega Mall, you could find the Scoops Ahoy ice cream shop from
2017.
Stranger Things. This was a total surprise, and not before long, the collab was revealed. You could play as Hopper or the Demogorgon, jump into upside-down portals, eat ice cream consumables. It was amazing. This and Endgame marked the first times Fortnite would make cosmetics specifically in time for the release of a new movie or series. And that kickstarted a trend that still exists to this day, dropping brand new collabs or second waves, especially for new releases. This proved that Fortnite was willing to work with anyone and jump on the world's biggest trends without sacrificing quality. That's kind of like when they introduced Batman in Season X.
Yeah, there we
As
go.
one of the most famous superheroes of all time, they knew they had to get it right. So they did the unthinkable. They turned the most popular POI in history, Tilted Towers, into Gotham City. Not only was it the first collab
It was so good.
to do something like this, but they also decided to change Fortnite in real life years later. When Batman returned for another version, it came with its very own comic book series. Batman Zero Point was the first time we had ever seen the storyline
proper
leave the game,
crossover.
and every single week we will get a new issue that helped piece things together. It went on to inspire more comics like the Marvel Zero War series that dropped a couple years later, plus you could get free cosmetics for every issue you bought. All of these crossovers reshaped
awesome.
Fortnite and inspired
really
the
was.
Spider-Man collab, Star Wars bringing lightsabers, and even full map changes. Ninja created the Icon series, and yet it's not quite the YouTubers club that it was back in the day.
No.
But the one that has the most impact on the future of the game is Lego, and that's because entire games are now possible in Fortnite. So what will the future bring? One collab that's confirmed for 2026 is Sonic. By the end of this year, he'll be a skin in our lockers, and not just kicks this time. He'll be joined by Ben 10, which will be perfect with the transformational skins we've shown you in this video. Overwatch will also bring their heroes to the game, all leading to the one collab we waited for years, Pokemon. Fortnite literally
catch 'em
asks
all.
players what they want to see through surveys, and right next to Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's is Pokemon Go.
Pokemon.
Pikachu as a sidekick will be the perfect way to end 2026.
It would.
And this video proves Fortnite is capable of anything.
That would look so cool. That would look absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. Imagine having Pikachu or Charizard or Bulbasaur next to you while you're running along, killing people. It'd be amazing. It really would. I can't wait to see what that goes on. But I thought to have a little look at this. I'll record this to let you guys see what's going on because I'm actually downloading a game in the background. And hopefully, fingers crossed, well, chips and fries crossed, it'll be fun to play. So guys, let us know about this. Are you looking forward to the future of Fortnite? To be honest with you, I am. So let us know down below, folks, and I will see you in the battlefield. Goodbye. Gary, close it down.